Well, Sports, Arts and Culture Minister Nathi Mthethwa in the firing line again. Remember the flag story? Well, this time after proposing a 30 million rand National Philharmonic Orchestra program that was approved actually back in 2018. But there are some sectors who consider this to be a waste of money. Well, let's get the thoughts of the Town Philharmonic Orchestra CEO joining us this morning. Heyneman joining us this morning on eNCA. Hello to you, Louis. Good to have you with us. So waste of money or not a waste of money? What do you make of this?
Good morning. Well, all the lofty ideas and plans mentioned at the launch yesterday sound all very reasonable. After all, training and creating opportunities for young musicians are extremely important. But if the government wanted to fund the development of young musicians and create work for already trained musicians, this is not the best way. This would be duplication. And after all, it's taxpayers' money, and that's why we should point this out. It's our duty to point this out. I don't think the minister or the director general of the department has any idea what is happening in concert halls or training centers in this country. I think they're simply out of touch. In Cape Town, we have been running a grassroots training program, a training academy for orchestral musicians and several youth orchestras for more than 15 years. And many of our young players from all communities have moved into the professional arena and are starting to be absorbed in our professional orchestras. Creating a national showcase orchestra is a duplication, and I think it's very costly.
Let me ask you this. Louis. Let me come in very quickly there, and because I think you've raised the same points as many people who still like the idea of more money coming into the sector, into the industry. Perhaps not the best way of using it. The minister writes you, Louis, as the chief executive artistic director of Cape Town Philharmonic Orchestra. What would you do with 30 million rand if he gave it to you today?
Well, for 30 million rand, we create full-time employment for 60 people, present 120 concerts, not only a few, 120 concerts per year, run a vast development program to all communities free of charge. We create opportunities, the opportunities that the minister wants. So why not keep on giving the money to the regional orchestras with very strict conditions for the development of young players, because we know what we're doing. We've been doing this. I can't speak for all the other areas, but to create just a new showcase is like starting to create the wheel all over again. Where will they find an audience? In Johannesburg, or will they travel to Pietermaritzburg? If they travel, 50% or more than 50% of the cost will be absorbed by accommodation and travel. So if the money is given to the different regions and to the orchestras, and with strict conditions, we will be doing exactly what they want us to do, or what they want to achieve. I think this is wasteful expenditure.
There's also an argument as well off the back of that wasteful expenditure comment again. Louis, you're not alone on this. There's many performing artists, whether it's philharmonics, whether it's orchestras, whether it's singers, actors, that still weren't paid during COVID-19. That money could have gone to them as well. Would that be a fair comment?
Yes, I would say so. Although this money was earmarked quite a long time ago. In the white paper in 2017 is mentioned already. And in 2018, Cabinet approved the idea of a national orchestra that will take over all these training facilities. But it's impossible for an orchestra located at one place or run from one office to look after all the training and development in all the different regions, because different regions have got different requirements. So yes, it's an old idea, and they did not tell us until now exactly what the business plan is, how it's going to operate, who's going to get the money. So yes, and of course all the artists that were not paid during COVID, I think that should come from another source. This money has been ring-fenced a long time ago for the formation of a new orchestra. It was a wrong idea then, and now that slowly the plans are emerging, I think it's still wrong because there's no specific planning to this. I don't have a business plan yet. Nobody's seen the business plan, but from all I know, it's not going to work. That's the bottom line.
I appreciate your time this morning in speaking to us. Cape Town Philharmonic Orchestra CEO Louis Heyneman certainly seems echoing the sentiments of a lot of people who are against the idea of using 30 million rand for a new orchestra program when there are so many projects that can currently be supported.